Hello, and welcome to the listening room at Spirit Source Connect. My name is Suzanne Goulet, and each week I'll be speaking to you about new spirituality and how it can increase your awareness of your divine connection to Source. You'll be offered insights, tools, and techniques so that you may improve, expand, and accelerate your spiritual growth. For more information and a free gift, please visit spiritsourceconnect.com. Enjoy!
Okay, let's go on to talk about money and fear. We're going to keep these a little quick because I think we've covered most of what I wanted to discuss with those two subjects in what we've already talked about with work. You know, we are guaranteed by God and by Spirit that when we are fully flowing with His love and full expression of who we truly are, then we are always going to be provided for. And living an abundant and prosperous life is our divine right. Now, we've received many, many mixed messages around the area of money. It's one of the most taboo subjects anywhere. It's more taboo even than to talk about sex in mixed company. We as Americans actually have a bit of a comfort level with talking about money. I've traveled to foreign countries and they have confessed to me that, they recognize that Americans are really comfortable talking about money. So if we think it's a taboo subject here, we definitely know that in other parts of the world it's definitely a taboo subject. It's this association somehow that money is a dirty thing or it's not appropriate to talk about. And once humanity as a whole has begun to heal its consciousness around money, then we can all start living in much greater prosperity and do away with poverty that is going on everywhere. It is only because we are living spiritual lives that we are beginning to uncover the various aspects of ourselves that are holding us back. And in addressing the subject of money, it's really important for us to look at the ways in which we were taught about money and identify which one of those belief systems we want to change. No matter if you are already quite wealthy and doing very well in your business, there will still be fear. There will still be a lack of understanding of how, for instance, that you can grow more. Or you may be hanging on to your money very tightly and not particularly comfortable with the idea of giving to charity, for instance. Whereas in all spiritual traditions, the concept of giving to charity, called tithing, has been recommended as a way and a means to be ensuring your continued prosperity. And almost all faiths have recommended that 10% of our income go to charity. And I don't think this belongs just to people who have money. You don't have to wait until you have money in order to start tithing. If you are only earning $1 a week, you can take 10 cents of that and put it in that little jar over at the grocery counter or wherever you're going. You will find a place to leave that 10 cents for somebody. And what you're doing when you're tithing is you're demonstrating to the universe your continued faith that more will come. You're demonstrating to the universe that you can be used as a conduit for prosperity to be distributed out to the world. Isn't that cool? Wouldn't you love to be a conduit for prosperity to be distributed around the world? Ted Turner donated $100 million to the United Nations. This was a few years ago, and it came every year they received more. This can completely shift the face of philanthropy around the world, because as he demonstrated his faith in his ability to receive more, so do all his businesses continue to prosper. Not only that, he becomes a model for which others may do the same. Hundreds of millions of lives around the world can be affected for positive change through the works of charity. So remember that no matter what you are earning, tithing is a demonstration of your faith in the universe that you will be receiving more and earning more. If you're holding really tight to what you have, there is some underlying fear there that you do not know where the next is coming from. Let's face it, we are all being reflected with that manifestation around our lives everywhere we go. It's really important that we recognize that we are also connected to the larger collective unconscious. But as we heal our own fears around money, around not having enough, around not being able to give to charity, around not being able to provide for ourselves in a prosperous way, as we heal our own fears, we are able to touch the lives of many others, both by being a model to them and by helping to heal these same fears that exist throughout humanity. My name is Suzanne Goulet. My website is spiritsourceconnect.com. I hope you have enjoyed this broadcast. I hope you will listen to this meditative visualization over and over and use it for all areas of your life. It's a wonderful way for you to address subconscious fears that may be sabotaging your growth and your growth in the areas of work, your growth in the areas of money, and your ability to have more courage to act in your life. You can reach me on my website, spiritsourceconnect.com. Thank you, everybody, and have a wonderful day.